What if every time your old lady did some gagging, you put $5 in a piggy bank, and every time that she did some nagging, you took $5 out, and then at the end of the year, you see what's in there, you use it for her birthday, Christmas, whatever, and she gets the gift that she truly deserves.
Girl, fuck them kids and fuck you.
These are the top 5 cringiest Tinder profiles for girls. At number 5, we have girls looking for a plug. You chose drugs over hugs. Your parents would be very disappointed. At number 4, we have the emoji queens, because words simply aren't enough to describe you. At 3, we have those who count piercings and tattoos as personality traits. At 2, we have the astrology hoes, because you totally have the CoStar app and it's totally right about you all the time. And at 1, we have my friends made me do it. LOL.
I love being on my own and recharging, but if I'm on my own too long, then it becomes not a very nice place. Yeah.
You don't like people, do you, Josh?
No, I don't. I say it semi-jokingly, but it's also true. It's also true. Look, the reality is that I love people until I don't, and then I hate them and I don't want to be around them. When I say I hate people, I know a lot of it's my stuff, and I think when you're like highly intuitive, highly sensitive, and highly tuned in to stuff, you realize how much we're all, myself included, putting on a show, and I just find it exhausting, and I find small talk exhausting as a result of that, because you can just see beyond it all. And then I think, like, I don't know, man, I feel like probably in my informative years when I was developing my view of the world, I was let down a lot by people that I shouldn't have been let down by. But if you want the more surface level reason that I'll give, it's just because I think people are idiots.
Telling a pretty girl no is hilarious because they're so not used to hearing it that they actually don't know what to do and they start to short circuit. So I used to be a personal trainer and a waiter, so, one day, finished my tables up, heading out, one of my coworkers, she comes up to me, and she's cute, and she comes up and she says, "Hey, I heard you do personal training." And I was like, "Yeah, did you want some help getting the plan together or doing some in-person sessions?" And she was like, "Actually, if you could just write me a plan, that would be great." So I told her my Cash App, and I said, hit me with about $50, and I'll send that plan over to you tomorrow. She puts her hand on my shoulder and goes, "But I thought we were friends." And I picked her hand off my shoulder, and I said, "What's my last name?" She said, "Huh?" I said, "What's my last name?" And she was like, "Fine, what's my last name?" I said, "I don't know, because we're not friends."
When you say to him, "Oh, you wanted to park here, did you?" Or you say to him, "Oh, you wanted to put the plates there, did you? Okay." And you think it's harmless, you think you're just talking, you think you're just having a conversation. You're not having a conversation. What you're doing is you're showing an analysis and a distrust of his process, which is all fine. But if you want a relationship where he feels like admired, respected, and therefore you have a reciprocal love, don't do that. We have very toxic habits as women that we refuse to see as toxic. If you wanted him not to park here, but to park over there, say your request. Say, "Oh, I'd really love it if you park over there because I've got heels on and I don't want to walk." As opposed to, "Oh, we wanted to park here, did you?" Passive aggressive. Or, "Oh, it's okay, you just wanted to leave the plates here, did you?" Say what it is you want to say. Say it. Give people instructions, give men instructions on how to make you happy. Because what you're doing is you're saying all these subliminal messagings, which is making him feel like there's something wrong with him and everything that he's doing, but you're not saying it outright, so he's just feeling it in his gut, right? And you're not getting what you want. So stop it.
I gotta give it to Siggy Freud. Like, he does not miss. He did not miss. He's too correct too often. The fact that the words, "where such men love, they have no desire, and where they desire, they cannot love," still rings true today is crazy. Like, bro, stop glamorizing that. Get it checked out by like a psychiatrist and seek help. It's not healthy. Stop. It's dehumanizing. Seek help.
I had a man who I thought was the one because he would write me little love letters in the morning before work. Right. He would do all the sweet stuff. But he was too much of a simp. Where he's like, "I would get scared of you. When you get mad, like, I'm not gonna front, I don't really like your attitude." And I'm like, "Yo, I'm not putting you down like a fucking piece of shit. Like, I'm mad." So I'm like, "Yo, I talk like this, and I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm a little mad, And he's like, "Nah, whoa, I don't like that."